beautiful people. I'm glad you could join me on Deranged Hermit Life. Now, first things first, I've got to correct a mistake I made last week. I said that those Urza's Destiny foil rares were 1 in 44 packs. I sure stuffed that up and got my numbers all wrong. They're really 1 in 100 packs, which is about 1 in every 3 booster boxes. And because there's 44 rares, if you're looking for a certain foil rare, like maybe the Grim Monolith or something like that, then that'll be 1 in 4,400 packs, which is about 1 in 35 booster boxes. That's pretty rare. That's not very common at all. Anyway, I just had to clarify that and correct me mistake. Don't want to mislead anyone here, and so I'm definitely sorry about that. If I do make any mistakes on this channel, please put it in the comments and give me some shit in the comments, because I definitely deserve it and I want to correct it as well. Anyway, hey, it's the end of the month. What we're going to do is send some cards away for grading. I'll need to go through my collection and find some that are worth grading to start with, and narrow it down to just 2 cards, and we'll get them away today. So might as well cut straight to that, and we'll see what happens after that. Alright, so after pondering over these cards for ages, I've whittled it down to these ones. We've got that Treachery card from last week as well, so need to send that one away. Try and get those foils graded. Definitely not going to do anything else with them, so. And that's what I'm kind of collecting the most, you know. I really like those foils. Alright, so this is what we got. They look pretty good. Alright, so these have all been de-sleeved now. And here's that Treachery from last week. What I want to do is just clean them up. Make sure there's no fingerprints or grime on them when I do send them away. That's something that Beckett's just not going to do for me, you know. It's they'll get the card, and if there's anything stuck on it or anything like that, they don't care. They're just going to grade it for what condition it gets to them in. So what I like to do is just breathe a little bit on them so the condensation moistens them just the tiniest little bit, and then I just use microfiber cloths and wipe basically from the center out, but just definitely not from the edges in. I just don't want to hook an edge and scuff it up in that way. The old condensation trick seems to work alright. The more I look at this card, I see more and more imperfections on it. So I really don't know how this is going to grade. Obviously, I'm looking for a 9. I'm looking for all these foils to be 9s. Might be wishful thinking. It's a pretty nice card though. I'll take some close-up photos so you can see the condition for yourself. Try and show it the best I can. Yeah, the next trick is getting them in the sleeve without touching the card. This is as clean as it's ever going to be, I think, so definitely don't want to be leaving fingerprints on it at this stage. Just try and scoop it up into the sleeve here. Oh well, there we go. Card number 1, sleeved and ready. Here's those photos I was talking about. So I've made the card look as bad as I can on these photos. Tried to show all the little scratches on the surface, or the worst scratches on the surface anyway. The worst parts of the card. The edges and and corners look really good. So it's pretty much down to the surface, which isn't too bad, but as you can see by the photos, there's a few little scratches on there. The back's pretty nice. There's a slight finger indent there, a fingernail indent, but oh well, that can't be helped. But so the next card I decided on was the Wheel of Fortune card. It just seems to be in better condition than these other ones. It's actually really nice. So we'll clean it up and see how it looks. But yeah, just from looking at it, the surface looks super good. I can't see anything wrong with it. These white border cards, it's very hard to tell the edge condition. Oh, it is for me anyway. But this looks really good. Corners, edges, centering, and surface all look primo. So yeah, I'll just clean it up, send it away, see what Beckett reckon about it. There is 2 tiny little dots on the white border. That's the only things that I can see wrong with this card. These 2 tiny little dots. I'll take some photos of it, and hopefully you can see them in the photos. But yeah, this card's primo. I'm happy as. I actually bought this card 2 years ago for 230 Australian dollars, which is about 150 US, and it's worth about exactly double that now. So it'd be nice to get a 9 and it'd be worth even more than that. But yeah, interesting that it's even in this, when this market's down, it's still worth double what it was 4 years ago. From the low market to the low market, 4 years apart. Anyway, let's see if I can get this in the sleeve. Yeah, nearly there. And we're in. Alright, I'll show you these photos and you can see for yourself the condition. I can't spot much wrong with it. It just looks fresh as. This is as bad as I can make it look, so it's really quite nice. I think there's one of those dots just on the right there. Pretty hard to see. It's this tiny little brown dot. Wouldn't have a clue what it is, but no, the rest looks primo. And that's about the worst the condition is. 2 little dimples down the bottom there. So there you have it. I definitely didn't expect that Wheel of Fortune card to be in that good condition. I bought it a long time ago, 4 or 5 years ago, so I just didn't remember that it was so primo. To me, it looks like one of the best cards that I own. I can only hope it grades well. If I get a 9 from both these cards, it'd be amazing. It'd be so good. Obviously, anything could happen. I think they'll get 8.5 or more though, so time will tell. As I said last week, it takes about 3 months for the cards to come back after we send them away. So we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, that's enough for this week. Don't want the videos to be too long. Hope you can join me next week. Until then, stay cool, stay calm, stay connected.